Roman Reigns to return to cost top WWE star Elimination Chamber match in scenario proposed by analyst would lead to massive WrestleMania bout. Roman Reigns, evolution of Gunther, a phenomenal transformation. Shorts, keep watching. Roman Reigns has been absent from WWE TV since Royal Rumble. Analyst for the Stamford-based promotion Sam Roberts recently suggested the OTC could return to cost a top superstar the men's Elimination Chamber match. Following their elimination from the men's Royal Rumble, Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins had an altercation at ringside. It saw the Second City Saint and the Visionary brawl. The latter also curb-stomped the OTC twice, once on the ground and then on the steel steps. On the following episode of Raw, Michael Cole announced that Roman would be out of action indefinitely following Rollins' attack. While the Visionary is scheduled to face Finn Balor in the final Elimination Chamber qualifying match tonight on Raw, Roberts predicted on his Not Some Wrestling podcast that Rollins would win. He suggested that Reigns could then return to cost his former Shield partner in the Elimination Chamber match, leading to a clash at WrestleMania 41. What if Roman Reigns comes back and he's the one that costs Seth Rollins from winning the Elimination Chamber, if Seth is even in it, and the match is made between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns? And what if CM Punk uses his favor to go, "Nope, I won in that match as well," Roberts said. Top name doesn't want to enter the WWE Hall of Fame. More details here. After pointing out that Reigns would probably main event WrestleMania even if not in a title match, the WWE analyst claimed that CM Punk could cash in the favor that Paul Heyman owed him to get added to the OTC's battle with Rollins, turning it into a triple threat. He also noted that even if this angle between the former Shield mates didn't come to fruition, the Second City Saint could still cash in his favor to get a match with Roman and finally fulfilled his dream of headlining the show of shows. What if we get to, and maybe it's not Seth Rollins, maybe it's somebody else, but what if we get to some kind of either Roman versus Punk straight up, because it could also be that, "I don't care what Roman wants, Paul, I want the match." Roman versus Rollins versus Punk. Roman versus Punk could also be it. He goes, "The Roman match is the main event. That's the match that I want." It's compelling for two reasons. Number one, Paul Heyman can actually get it done. That could be the favor that he uses. Number two, if Paul Heyman gets CM Punk in that match, whose corner is Paul Heyman gonna be in, he added. Ex-WWE analyst thinks CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will happen at WWE WrestleMania 41. On a recent episode of the Busted Open podcast, former WWE analyst Matt Camp discussed the company's plans for the upcoming WrestleMania PLT. He claimed CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins are destined to clash in a triple threat match at the show of shows. The former Raw Talk host pointed out that the seeds for that feud have been planted since before WWE Survivor Series 2024. Now, to WWE's credit, go back to right before Survivor Series, when Bronson Reed ended up on the new Bloodline team. It seemed like a lock. Well, that's gonna be what brings Seth to tagging with Roman. And they didn't do that, and I was very depressed by that. Well, no, they go to Punk, and why? Well, now it plays into the story of everybody or enough people who shouldn't help Roman are helping him. So that's driven Seth nuts. So I would think Seth and Punk and Roman, that's gonna happen at WrestleMania, he said. It will be interesting to see if that massive match does indeed take place at this year's Showcase of the Immortals, and whether Punk will finally realize his dream of main eventing WWE WrestleMania.